You know, I liked the Spider Noir show. I dare say I liked the Spider Noir show a lot. Enough that I recommended it to a lot of people I know and got the same question every time, obviously. Do I watch it in color or black and white? And it was so easy to say, you watch it in black and white. I watched it in black and white. If you like it enough, you can watch it again in color. It was genius for them to do that. They're going to get 2 views per every person who likes it, and you'll like it in black and white because it's meant to be like that. Not only is it meant to be in black and white for the noir feel, but also that universe is canonically in black and white. In the Spider-Verse movies, we see the Spider-Noir universe is in black and white. It is a colorless universe. He takes the Rubik's Cube there, the Rubik's Cube keeps the color, and the universe has no color. I thought. And then Ben Reilly refers to his blood as crimson red, and then his assistant refers to his skin as yellow. Canonically, the universe has no fucking color. How can he look yellow? Now I have questions. Because, is black and white the correct canonical version? If the characters in the show can see the color, you're not supposed to be able to see the color either, gang. Your universe is in black and white. How does he look yellow? Explain to me. Explain to me, as a bitch who live in a universe of black and white only, what it is for somebody to look yellow. Because you can't see that yellow unless it's not canonically in black and white, in which case we got problems. I know it's a different Spider-Noir from the Spider-Verse one, but his universe is in goddamn black and white. Okay? If he came through and was like, you look yellow, I'd be like, how the fuck you know what yellow is, G? I only allow that he was never like, whoa, everything's in color, because he's chill like that, you know? Otherwise, the color should be concerning to him. He's never seen anything like it. His universe is not in fucking color. It doesn't have color. Does the mic work? Is it working? Am I the GOAT? Am I the greatest of all time? Because I think I am, so... I'm gonna just... Is it ethical to be religious? No, ignore that, Matcha. That's the one with the cool pattern. It's allowed. Allow it. Is it ethical to be religious when not everyone in the world has religious freedom? I'm really locked in on this one because I wasn't going to cook thoughts to this. I was going to literally write it down as a thought for later because I was running. I was kind of just thinking about why I'm not currently big on being religious. Okay, let me start from jump. Fuck it.
Hundreds
of years ago, my family lived in Sparta, Greece, and then we went through Syria to Lebanon to Australia. Big quick snap across the world. Don't worry about it. I had to hit the tropical lifestyle, hit the island boy. Sorry. My great-grandfather was the first Orthodox Christian to ever move from Lebanon to Australia. And I always wondered, why aren't we Muslim? Every time that I tell somebody that I'm Lebo, they say some shit to me in fucking Arabic. Oh my God, I can't believe I nearly forgot what Arabic was called. I've been talking so much about Hebrew, I'm forgetting my Middle Eastern languages. Allow me. And I have to be like, oh, we didn't really keep any of the culture from the... we don't even have the Muslim, mashallah, but it's not actually, Allah my guy, but all the gods be my guy, I'm betting on every table. That's fire. I should have said I'm betting on every number, but it still hits. And I knew these 2 pieces of information, that we were once Greek, Spartan Greek. I'm Kratos, by the way. Spartan Greek. And that we were Orthodox and never put together that the reason we're not Muslim, the reason my great-grandfather was the first Orthodox to move here is because we've been Orthodox since we were Greek
hundreds
of years ago.
Well, probably 1,000 and a bit, but I'm not Googling when Greek Orthodox began in it.
That's fucking sick. Listen, is this automatically 100% true? No, that's not how history works. We speculate based on evidence. But the evidence says we've probably been Orthodox for
hundreds
of years. Disappointingly, we now live in an increasingly secular reality. Disappointingly, because that kind of sucks for the ancestors that really held on to the Orthodox for that long. They were really like, no, this is the God, and it's in this way. I don't have time to be religious. The state of the world too cooked. That's how we got here. For me, in my throne of living in a country that currently has good religious freedoms and protections. Bitches be Islamophobic anyway. Bitches be fucking, what's the other one? See, I told you, I'm mixing them up. That's what's happening. I'm not forgetting what anti-Semitic. Bitches be anti-Semitic anyway. You feel? But like right now, I could legitimately choose any religion and nobody's saying anything, nothing happening, like it's fine. That be a privilege. Bad. For me to just be able to be out here having my interpretations and my fucking spirituality and my personal relationship with God is all like, yeah, I get to do that because I went to an expensive private Catholic school and got my little education. And then I learned some more, and I did all this research, and I had my fun, and like took ethics and philosophy to it because I had time to do this. And there are plenty of people that do not have time to do this because their religion is getting their house bombed, is getting their city bombed, is getting their people eradicated. And so far be it from me to be all, well, my religion, everybody look at my religion. Well, I kind of believe in, like some people say that right now. Israeli bombs drop on their head, for real, immediately. Like you're removed, systematically removed. Seen that before, wonder where. And so I kind of landed at the ultimate question of like, what is my opinion on this? Is it ethical to be religious when some people don't have the freedom to be religious? Probably yes, because like there are plenty of things that I have access to and can do that people across the world cannot and do not, and I don't not do those things. Like I don't think it's unethical that I'm holding a camera, that I'm looking at a camera and I'm holding a microphone and I'm in front of expensive stuff when there's children starving in Africa. You know, like I'm not a starving children could have eaten that type of guy. However, part of why I see that as not unethical is because the conditions that other people are forced to live in across the world where they don't have access to these things. Not that technology should be forced upon rural communities, okay? I mean, like, if they woke up one day and wanted to fucking talk shit into a camera, could they do it? If the answer is no, the problem is there. Like, the unethical part is not that I'm doing something they can't do. It's that there is something they can't do if they want to. There are things they inherently don't have access to, can't get access to. There are freedoms they don't have merely by not having access to the mediums with which to live out those freedoms, to enact those freedoms, to... You know, I was cooking until I lost that fucking word? That's so fire. So if I say it's not unethical for me to be religious, yeah. Oh shit, if I apply that across the board, yeah, it's not unethical for me to be religious because the unethical part is that they don't have the freedom to. But does that mean I have to feel comfortable doing it? No, that's just personal preference, but it's not an ethics question. Damn it! I just talked for 9 minutes to get to, never mind, no, it's not an ethics question. There we go. No, it is not unethical inherently to do something that people around the world do not have the ability to do. Merry Christmas. It is, however, personal preference if you want to abstain from something because others can't do it. However, that's really weird. Like, if somebody said, I don't drink because there are people around the world who can't afford alcohol, don't get alcohol, there are people in the community who have alcohol restrictions or something. Okay, that one works. Okay, I see it. So yeah, it's fine. 10 minutes, it's fine. It's fine if I was still big on exploring my religious situation. I'm big science. I'm not, I can, two things can be true. I can believe in God and also know there is not a God. Those things do not conflict in my brain. Deal with it. If I chose to continue like exploring my religious situation, it would be fine. And if I choose not to, it's a little strange to choose not to do something just because other people can't. But also, there's some empathy in that. And that's kind of admirable. And that's fine. Honestly, I feel like that's the rest. Oh, but do I want this to be in black and white? Motherfucker! That's crazy if this is in black and white. Like as historical footage. Wow. I only have one sock on, but like when it's cooked thoughts, you just gotta film and worry about it later. Everyone seems to have the same taste in office chairs, you know. Everybody fucking Aaron this, Herman Miller that. Can you give me one reason, legitimately, why anybody doesn't just have the racing chair? I don't understand. See, I'm pretty sure the history behind the racing chair is really sick. Also, DX Racer just had a bunch of racing chairs to actually go in cars. And then they just had to sell off a bunch of extra chairs. And they were like, fuck it, put wheels on it. And this shit blew up instantly. I was around for the blow up of the gaming chair. I hate that it's called a gaming chair. We really need a... That's why I be saying racing chair. Because the cool part about the chair is not that it's associated with all this gaming and fucking, you know, you a Twitch streamer and Razer makes one. Like, nah, bro. The cool part about the chair is that I be fucking chillin'. Like, is that I be fucking chillin'. And I don't understand how anybody is unconvinced. I don't understand. You'll be sitting in these fucking chairs with no headrest. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? Why does anybody not have this fucking chair in your own house? Like, I get it if you at like a actual office environment and you're like, okay, I'm going to invest in a nice chair to have in my office environment that needs to match the office environment. This ain't no office environment. This is a studio. So obviously, whatever chair I want is the chair that goes. So we have the 10-year-old racing chair, and I wouldn't replace this if somebody lit me on fire. I don't think I could go back to like regular office chair. Actually, I've barely ever had a regular office chair. Even when I was a kid and I first started like getting on the computer, for some reason my dad had one of those big ass like CEO chair, like basically this size, but like super squared off and like big energy. I really had the CEO office chair, the I'm signing executive orders office chair. And then when I finally got my own chair when I was like fucking 15 or whatever, God, this is an old ass chair. I got the racing chair. Had to be the racing chair. I was like, oh my God, yo. I was just in Officeworks one day. I'm like, yo, that's the chair. I need the chair. And at the time, I wanted it because it was a gaming chair. I wanted it because, like, yo, everybody got that chair. Captain Sparkles got that chair. PewDiePie got that chair. Now it's just the best chair. Like, there's no way that your fucking $7,500 fucking Herman Miller is fire. There's no way. There's no way. There's just no way that you're sitting on an extremely expensive chair with no headrest and dare look at my chair and dare go, ew, gaming. Yo, at least it ain't RGB. Like, you have no headrest and you spend thousands on your chair? This is like a $70 chair. And it's 10 years old. And, you know, it's a fucking race car seat. What are we doing? Yo, we should have just replaced every office chair with a race car seat. There's no reason to not. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you actually doing? Why are you not able to do this? But does it do this? But, like, actually, why does your chair not do this? And why does it not have a headrest? What? Hello? Even just the fun of watching people sit on this for the first time and having it unlocked. I rarely have it unlocked. It's always like this. It always stops about here. But sometimes, if I've been chilling and I have it unlocked and I am used to sitting forward so that I don't fucking die, and I watch someone sit in the chair for the first time, they always do this. They always, in one motion, the sit and the instant fall, and they actually act like they're going to die. That is worth getting the racing chair. You have to. It's worth it. Sorry, I just realized my dad might not have actually had the CEO office chair. I was probably just small. Do you remember when Gmail wasn't a monopoly? Good, because I don't. I was like 4. But I would love to live in a world where it's not Gmail, bro. Why? Tell me why I open my Gmail and there's hella mails. Mails? Emails. From bitches never heard of. Some fuck-ass mailing list I joined 10,000 years ago. Or, even more so, half the time you make an account for some shit or you buy some shit and it's just like, you are compulsorily, that's not a word, compulsorily can't be a word. You are compulsed to be in our fucking mailing list, okay? I will compulse you. Even things that I do things for myself. I'm like, let me get a Patreon so I can, live subscribe to Patreon. Why I got a bitch from Patreon in my fucking emails. I don't care. I'm not out here optimizing my fucking Patreon SEO. I don't care. I don't care. I just wanted the bag, bro. I swear I don't care. You don't have to send me fucking monthly updates on what's new on Patreon. I don't care. The only thing you should know about that's new on Patreon are my posts. Otherwise, nobody care about Patreon, babe. It's just me. I'm just saying, it's just global message. I don't know how, by the way, Google actually gets away with it. Like, they do have a monopoly on emails, and nobody gives a fuck because nobody cares about emails. Like, some bitches are still on their fucking Hotmail account from 9,000 years ago, of course. But, like, even a lot of people I knew with the Hotmail account changed to Gmail over the last, like, 10 years, obviously, as everybody else did. And nobody cares. Like, you don't catch the UN. The UN? The EU? It's 2 letters, bro. It's 2 letters. It could have been any 2 letters. You don't catch the EU being like, yo, we need to work on this clear monopoly of email service. You can catch them trying to break down the monopoly of fucking Apple App Store, but not the email service. And it's not like Steam. Steam has a monopoly on game launches, game marketplace in general, and it's fine, and if the EU did something about it, we would all riot because Valve is a good company. Valve makes their money off of fucking CS cases and shit and uses that money to give us wild discounts on games. A bunch of dudes already been enriched by Steam, and they're not still thinking about enriching themselves because they're rich enough. I'm just describing, like, what it is to be, like, almost a good capitalist. Like, almost? If there was such a thing, Valve is damn close. It's not like that with Gmail. Nobody likes Google. We are in the era of de-Googling your life. Everybody is like, yo, here's how you get the fuck away from Google. And it's crazy because Google was once the solution to get away from Microsoft. It was once like, you're so sick of Word, you're so sick of PowerPoint, you're so sick of fucking Outlook, okay? And don't come to me being like, well, Outlook exists. My workplace gave me Outlook. It's like, yeah, because your workplace has a fucking deal with Microsoft to also give you Windows PCs for free. Like, it's an ad, bro. It's an ad. It's an ad. Nobody chose Hotlook? Nobody chose Outlook for its function, because it doesn't. Even if it did, nobody chose it to actually do emails with. They chose it to get the bag. So why, I ask you? Why? Why does Google actually have its email monopoly? What? Why? And why does nobody care? Like, because emails aren't obsolete. They should be, but they're not. Nobody who has ever not had my phone number had any right to contact me about anything at all. There should be no such thing as fucking email. What? And I feel like we let a monopoly happen in the email space because we all agree with this information. We all agree email is some bygone bullshit that we all still have because our fucking boomer parents set us up with an email long ago, and it's the primary identifier to make an account on most websites that have accounts. That's it. That's it. If you could put in any other kind of unique identifying string of characters that wasn't a fucking email, it would do the same thing for logging into places or making accounts. If you, there's so many places you can make an account with just a phone number. I'm pretty sure you can do that shit on Facebook. I don't know why I'm pretending. Everybody know we don't need email. Is that why we let Google have a monopoly over email? That's my question. Welcome to Cook Thoughts or whatever. I don't know. That's a W run. I'm pretty sure this is going in the black and white episode, so I shouldn't have set up the lighting so nice. You can't hear me. She was a hooer. You'll see in a second why that has to be the opening line, I swear. Is it just me, or is the word hooer, like, so out of place? That sounds crazy without any context, but, like, tell me how, in some ancient time, like, bitch and a hooer, these kind of words, you know, the she was a hooer of it all, is giving so medieval times to me. It's giving so peasants. It's giving me, oi, bitch, you know what I mean? Tell me why you will create a pejorative for not only people who sleep around, but also sex work. When it's ancient fucking times, these societies run on sex work. Without it, you wouldn't... How did you ever develop amnesty towards a pillar of the fucking community? Like, hello? Like, tell me how dudes would be at the brothel and then go home and call their wife a whore. Oh, hello? First of all, you was just at the brothel. You don't got a problem with whores. You don't got a problem with anybody who be fucking, whether it's their job, whether it's for fun. You clearly don't got a problem with that. You be fucking for fun. And then you gonna go roast your wife who is in a committed relationship to you and call her a whore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know it's just the sexism, but God, that spirals out of hand real fast. How the fuck? Sex work was a good thing 30 seconds ago. Or more accurate, it's a good thing always. But like, you all agreed. I'm talking to ancient humans, I guess. You all agreed it was a good thing 30 seconds ago. Your whole fucking society has a brothel in the middle. Because that's like how humans work. Like, it's supposed to be like that. Sex work is good. It's supposed to be an option that you have and a thing that is accessible within a society. This is good and fun. How the fuck did anyone decide it wasn't? Like, hello? And you can make the argument now, when we're having these conversations, that it's like opening women up to abuse and it can be not safe to partake in sex work and all this. That wasn't the case back in the day. Thousands of years ago, they weren't thinking, oh, yo, this is dangerous for our women. They were thinking, I hope it's dangerous for these whores. And it's like, but what? They're providing you a service. How are you mad? It's a service. It's a W service, no less. It's the service. Yo, I need like a history lesson. I'm on YouTube right now. I could literally just search up the history of like anti-sex work opinions in society because it just doesn't make sense. Like, what? How do we go from, hey, this town needs to be built around bathhouses and brothels and all this shit to, what's the word, puritanical societies? Oh! Bang. Thank you. It was religion. Got it. We're back. I figured it out. That's why it's giving peasantry. Because religion is giving peasantry. That's why it's giving 1600s. It's giving 1600s, 1700s England. It's giving King James Bible. It's giving you can't be doing sex work because God says no, even though God gave you the ability to do sex work and let us invent money and etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to go into the religious justification of sex work. You know, I don't think the Mary Magdalene of it all does it for me. I don't need to. It's covered. Oh, Mary Magdalene wasn't a sex worker. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Unless you speak Greek. Read Greek? Why would it be speak Greek? The Bible's not a fucking audiobook. That's still not speak Greek, that's listen Greek! I can cut it there just because that's a funny line. I'm just gonna leave it. I think I made my point about just wondering, like, how did anyone end up hating on sex work? And of course, why is it in the name of God? Every goddamn time. Yo, stop being like, well, we gotta not be doing this and the temptations? Temptation? Are you tempted by, like, a piece of chocolate, or do you just decide to fucking eat it? Like, are you not grown? Like, partake, bro. Partake. Like, I don't feel tempted by making this video. I just make this video. Why? Because I want to make the video. Making videos is nice. Pussy also nice, man. You can just partake.